Alright, so recently I did a video on how I shop for fragrances online or in stores. In that video I also discussed with you guys that I do buy testers quite frequently and I don't have a problem with it. Some of you were reacting like, oh my god, I didn't know you can buy testers. Some of you knew that you could buy testers, yada yada. So here we have a video about buying testers. In fact, today this is a tester haul, and a lot of these fragrances are testers of not only men's fragrances, but there are also some fragrances that are targeted to women, as I want to focus on doing some videos on women's fragrances in the future on this channel. So if you want to see my tester haul, tester fragrance haul, most of them are designers, maybe one or two are niche, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. Yes, I don't mind buying testers. In fact, testers I find better deals for online, and some of these fragrances that I also have bought from various sources that are not online that I know that sell testers, some sources that I have here where I live. So I don't have a problem buying testers. They are actually quality and I get them for better deals than if I went and buy full presentation. Anyway, today it's all about testers, but if this is your first time tuning into my channel and you love watching fragrance reviews and still haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. So let's get started. As I said, I do have a lot of women's fragrances here, and the first one I want to talk to you about is this one. This is a fragrance that came out 3 years ago, potentially 3-4 years ago, and I've been wanting a bottle of it, and I've had a mini that I got as a gift when I bought something at a store, and then I really enjoy this one. So here it is. This is HERMES, TWILLY de HERMES. I think that's what it's called. And here it is, TWILLY de HERMES, this one right here. Now this I feel like is a sandalwood and a white floral combo fragrance, and buying testers is fine. As I said, I get better deals on testers. In fact, I do searches online and say, if I'm looking for a particular fragrance, I go to the discounters that I frequently use, like Fragrance Net, Fragrance X. This one was from Fragrance X, and I do have links to those websites in the info box below as well if you're curious to check out. So I go to those places. I also go to Amazon, and if I can't find it in those 3 places, then there's a few others that I frequent. I type in the name of the fragrance, and then I also type in tester, or if I don't type in tester, I'll see a list of that fragrance, and it'll give me the option if they have a tester. So the tester box comes like this, and on the side here it has some writing. Can't read it without my glasses, but you can see some of the writing there. In fact, the presentation for this fragrance is orange, and as you can see inside it is orange, but outside it's plain white box. That's how this is delivered. But anyway, this is TWILLY de HERMES. Are you guys fans of this fragrance? Those of you that are ladies, or if you are men, do you like this combination of white flowers and sandalwood for the women? I think this has been a successful release for this house, and I'm glad to have a bottle of it here and to feature in videos and also to discuss or review in the future. So if you want a review of TWILLY de HERMES, please do let me know, and I'll look into reviewing it in the future. If you want to send me questions, you can also send me questions to lfsgquestions@gmail.com on anything that you see here today that you want me to review. Anyway, that's TWILLY, and I think I picked this one for about $50. I think this is not a non-conventional size. I think it's a 2.5 ounce bottle, and so it's about that price. Anyway, so next, it's not a designer, and this is actually from the house of MAISON KURKDJIAN, and this is AQUA UNIVERSALIS FORTE, this one right here. This is a tester. It has some reference number on it, as you can see here. But that's all it is. It's a very plain white box compared to this, which had this information on it. This one has just nothing except for handwritten. But I did want to back up of this one. I love this one. I have tiny amounts of it left, and I like to use this one in the summertime. But this is perfect in California for me. I like it because it's musky, but a clean musk with a lemony freshness. It's wonderful. And then this one, I think, I can't remember the price now, but I'm glad to have it. And I love to have a tester, because originally I had bought a full presentation, and I still have that. I believe I have that full presentation, so I don't need full presentation twice. And in fact, I'd rather keep away from the full presentation. A lot of these fragrances have some elaborate full presentation, more with a niche versus the designers, and I just don't need all that stuff. So here's one that I wanted to pick up as a tester, and this one comes in a plain white box like the other one. On the top here, it's from the house of Dior, and this is this right here. Look at that. This is a bottle of DIORESSENCE, and DIORESSENCE is for the ladies once again. Comes in a bottle like this, plain, nothing fancy about this. In fact, this juice is good. It's a great fragrance, very classic. I think it's a Chypre or in that kind of ballpark. It is for the ladies again, but gorgeous scent, beautiful. And this one I picked up for about $70. I think it retails for about 120, 110, somewhere around there. This is one of the original Dior fragrances, DIORESSENCE. It's not Diorissimo. Yeah, it is DIORESSENCE right there, as you can see. But a beautiful scent. So this one will come in handy for future fragrance reviews for you know, fragrances featuring that are more for the ladies. So this next one is from the house of Givenchy. In fact, I have two. One I had thrown the box away before I decided to do this video. I decided to throw the box away, and in fact there's several here that I've thrown the box away, but this one has a box, and as you can see, it's from the house of Givenchy. It's Gentleman Givenchy cologne, and comes like this, as you can see. It almost looks like a full presentation or the actual box, but it's a complete white box, and it has the details on it and everything, which is kind of cool. And inside it is probably what you would get in the original box. It's black here, and then actually this is not the cologne. I don't know why. This is the original eau de toilette. The cologne, I already have a bottle. I'm totally confused here, but this is the original eau de toilette. And the pear with the iris in here is kind of like doing it for me now. And pear, I've said this many times in my videos, it's not, I don't know, it doesn't wow me as a note, because when you compare pears to apples, smell them. The pears don't have a very distinctive smell. It doesn't jump out. So that's probably why. But I'm kind of enjoying subtleties a lot more lately, and the subtleties of the pear smell in here is quite cool. And this is a tester that actually has information printed on the back. So if you were to buy this as a regular bottle, it would not have the notes written down or broken down, as you can see back here. So the reason this is because it's a cheat sheet for the sales associates that are at the store trying to sell this. And when they don't know, a lot of sales associates do not know fragrances, guys. It's a bummer that they don't really, you know, kind of like get themselves trained to learn a little bit about what the frickin' notes are in fragrances. So they need a cheat sheet like this. So this is basically to help them out and tell or explain the customer, oh, it has this note at the top. Oh, it has this note in the base. Anyway, that's what this is all about. Great one to have. I think this one was about 65 or 75, somewhere around there. So this is men's for sure. This is the other one that I bought as a tester. I didn't keep the box, as I said. This is the other Givenchy. These ones have become really favorite designers of mine. In fact, out of the two, this is more of a favorite. And as you can see, the cheat sheet is on there again. And again, I don't mind buying testers. I already had the box. I probably threw away the box for the original. But this is a good scent. It's such a great scent. It is a balsamic, irisy kind of men's offering that kind of sort of was inspired by Dior Homme, I guess. Not that Dior Homme's completely changing. Are they going to redo these fragrances too? But anyway, a wonderful release. In fact, I prefer this one over that one, and then the cologne is also great too. They do have the new one. Anyway, Givenchy Gentleman EDP is another one. So these next three ones, I had thrown away the box as well, and these three are for the ladies, and these three are from the house of Chanel. So Chanel, this is the Coco Mademoiselle series. This is Coco Mademoiselle the Intense, this one right here. This is Coco Noir from the Coco Mademoiselle series. And this is the original Coco Mademoiselle. So I think there might actually be one more flanker here in this collection. And these three fragrances focus on patchouli a lot. I've given my mom this original one right here. She's loved it. But I kind of wanted to have these in my collection. And these I picked up from a source I have here locally that sells testers. And again, testers have information on the back, as you could see on the back here. It's got the notes on the back here as well, right here. Once again, this is a cheat sheet for people that, or the sales associates that don't know the notes and they need to quickly look and say, oh, it's this. Like if a customer comes and says, what are the notes? I mean, I don't even know if customers are that curious about notes, but if they do, then they could actually offer to tell them. But this is a great series. I like this series. In fact, this one reminds me of a Louis Vuitton fragrance that was launched not last year, but the previous year. If those of you that know this fragrance and might know what I'm talking about, please do let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. I might do a comparison video with this one and that fragrance from Louis Vuitton, as I do think they are pretty close. There's differences, but when you smell them from far away, they start reminding me of one another. But Coco Noir is a great release. I find that the Coco Noir also is more on the masculine side, so if you like the idea of wearing these fragrances, start with this one. Anyway, Coco Noir, Coco Mademoiselle Intense, and then the original Coco Mademoiselle. Yeah, these are all testers, as I said. So let's try a few others here. I think the rest of these are for men. I think so. So this is a tester for the old Dior Homme, not Dior Homme 2020. I needed to have a backup bottle of that, and now that it's completely changing, I have to have a backup. So this is the original Dior Homme, the one with the iris, the original, the eau de toilette. Not necessarily the original because it was once launched in the 2000s, and then this is like the early 2010s version. But since it's completely different, definitely have a backup of this. In fact, there might be one more backup that I should pick up. But once again, just like the Diorescence, as I showed you here, this one has that kind of a sticker on it as well. And even though it's from the same parent company of LVMH, Givenchy, and Dior, they do them differently. There's nothing on here except for this. With Givenchy, they do the whole information on the front like it is the regular box, but it's on a white box. But anyway, you guys all know about Dior Homme. I don't have to explain to you, but it's okay to buy testers, guys. Testers are fine. I know there's some people that said, oh my god, why would you buy testers? Do they smell great? Are they the same quality? They definitely are. I don't have a problem with it. So this is one from the house of Gucci. It's another tester. Gucci Guilty Cologne. I think it's Gucci Guilty Pour Homme Cologne. This is a very unique fragrance. It reminds me of a barbershop tonic for men. Something that goes back to the 70s, because my dad used to go to the barbershop and he used to take me with him, and I'd hang out while he would get all his stuff done. And this the things that they used at the barbershop back then to shave him and give him his haircut, those solutions or whatever they were, reminds me of the smell of this. It just has that kind of a smell. It's a very unique smell. It's sort of barbershop-y, but not quite, green and unique. Definitely worth having a backup of this, because I don't know if this will stick around. I don't think it was successful. I mean, to me it wasn't, but who knows. But if you guys haven't checked this one out or tested it, definitely go check out my review and get your nose on it, because it is a unique concoction. It's very non-designer-ish compared to what they came out with recently for men, that one with the ginger, the Love one, which seems a little more mass. This one is definitely not mass, and it's a very unique concoction for men. And if you like the idea of barbershop-y kind of tonics and facial, aftershaves or lotions and things like that, definitely check this one out because it does remind me or hint at those classic men's facial tonics and things like that. So this is a good one to have. And again, testers are totally fine. Now this one, it is a backup of my LALIQUE ENCRE Noir, and this one, not the ENCRE Noir, but the à la extrême. And this one is a tester. As you can see, it comes like this, and on here it has this information. I generally like to write down what I have in here because they don't have the name. Some of these you've seen some writing, so I kind of put it down so I know what it is rather than digging through. But this one is ENCRE Noir à la extrême. This one right here. Bottom does have a bumper sticker, not a bumper sticker, what am I saying, just a sticker. As you can see, somebody was recently asking me if my bottle has a sticker. Yes, it does. All the bottles have stickers at the bottom. All the ENCRE Noir fragrances, the extreme, the regular, and the sport have this sticker on the bottom. My new one does, and of course the old one does. So if you are that person, now here's your answer. But this is a great fragrance. It's really inexpensive too. In fact, as a regular full presentation box is about $35, but this one was about $25 as a tester, so definitely worth it. Look for it online. So this one, I guess that's pretty much it, but this one, I don't know, I brought it out, but it's a backup, and I think I might have spoken about this one, but I'm just going to show you. It's not part of this haul, it's one that I've had, but it's a tester that I had bought. As you can see here, it's from the house of Balmain, it's Monsieur Balmain. This, I don't know what happened to this fragrance, and I don't know what's going on with their fragrances. They're not making any, and this is Monsieur Balmain, a wonderful lemony concoction, masculine fragrance that is really, really wonderful smell. This is the fragrance right here. If you like lemons, boy, this one's so lemony and fresh. It's perfect for the summertime. But anyway, the reason I brought it out is because of the box. As you can see, it's very unique compared to others. This one has a full-on sticker compared to the others. But this is, I think, discontinued because they're not making it. And about a year to 2 years ago, I bought 2 backup bottles, and this is definitely a backup. I'll put it back in here and keep it because I don't know. I know Balmain's doing pretty well with their clothing. They have a nice creative director who's connected with the Kardashians, and they're always like hanging around together. So maybe they're going to relaunch or launch new fragrances. I don't know, but this one's gone. I can't find it anywhere unless they brought it out. But last year to 2 years, I wasn't able to find Monsieur Balmain. If you guys have any ideas about this fragrance or anything about Balmain, do let me know. I would like to know. But that's about it. That's my haul, my tester haul, fragrance tester haul. Anyway, what are your thoughts, guys? Do you like these fragrances? And also, do you guys buy testers? Are you afraid to buy testers, or are you okay with them? And do you shop online? If you are curious to watch that online shopping video, definitely check it out. I'll have a link in the info box. You can click there and watch it as well. But once again, I have no problem buying testers. If there's any issues with it, I immediately call and complain. But none of these have issues. I'm fine with them, and they're great. And buying testers are the best deals for me, and I'm sure they are going to be for you as well. Do a search online when you're looking for a fragrance. Type in tester or see the fragrance that comes up. If there is a tester listed, if it is, go for it. It's definitely going to be cheaper. The only issue is sometimes they don't come with caps, but luckily all these came with caps, and I'm happy. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching this video today. If you have any questions or comments, please do list below. Otherwise, please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.